Well, it's late. There's our beautiful city. Whatever. We're in the Yaris. And today we're going to replace the tire. We're going to do an oil change. And we're going to try to make enough money for our hitch. See, it has a trash can. So we're not terribly dark, but definitely time for a change. I know the TikTok thing is to like poke a hole in this, but if you just loosen it, it does the same thing. I guess I didn't actually mark the old one, so that still would have had another use, but we already got a new one, so I thought for some reason that was my marking. So taking the opportunity to kind of see our bolts, I checked them, they seem tight, so no real issues, but there's like a bunch of grease which was from when this old axle boot exploded. So we're good with that. That joint looks fine, but if we can see here, the sway arm, and you can't really see it actually from this angle, but the tie rod end is also blown up, which you can kind of see on this one if we can get the camera to do its thing right there. So I'm thinking that might be our vibration, but not our wobbliness. I don't know what's causing this. We're gonna try this new product this time, Restore and Protect. See if it, I don't know how we'll notice, but yeah. Isn't the lighting great right now? It's hard to focus, but it's full. Okay, first startup after the oil change. No oil light. Oh, oil light is on, oil light's off. I think we're running out of time to get the tire. We're just gonna risk it to see if it works out today. Oh, I like red. It's okay, you can make fun of me. I just realized when you're making spaghetti noodles. And you have fettuccine alfredo as the noodles. For a reason, I just thought it was like the name of the plate, or like maybe where it was from. I don't know. This thing is huge. We could definitely get some stuff off with that. Oh, and it's a torque wrench actually. Expensive though. One of the things I had been thinking about was how much different it is to like build something in digitally and then build something physically. When you can code some system, you can just create it, you know. There's no going and buying a screw. You just make a screw, you know, and then you reuse that screw over and over again, and it just keeps existing forever. Or, you know, you put a system together and it works. It's a functional thing. You pass something to it, it does a job. When you build something mechanically, yeah, sure, like the transmission, when you pass it a gear, it does its job, but it needs maintenance and work and constant like upkeep. That's the big difference really, is the physical energy is, you know, when you have something digitally, it's just the bytes and you have so much fewer limitations versus a mechanical real world physical object. And I don't know, I think I'm a visceral and kinetic person, so the physicality of it really makes it feel like it matters. But I guess there's an argument there if like digital or physical is more valuable, especially with like the change of currencies. You know, we have digital currencies now. It's just interesting how you know the new Call of Duty came out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I figured it out. I got it worked out. Okay, this is the boy math. Okay, this is how it works. We want this Yaris should be rear wheel drive, right? Obviously, there's really no reason for it to be anything else, right? Which isn't really doable, right? Oh man, we can't do that. That's not gonna happen. Except the T50 out of the old school 8.6 will bolt up to the 1NZ. And okay, so long story short, I found a total rear end drivetrain for an 8.6 on eBay for $5,000, and a C50 transmission, which is what's in this, and what could also work in the the MR2, is $600. So we just buy the T50 and all the other stuff, and we save $600 because then we use this transmission in the MR2. That's how it works. Has anybody said this one to you? We're just people after all. Getting sober is so funny. It's like, I have to wake up at 7:30. I have to do 100 push-ups before 8. Bitch, you used to take 4 shots before 6:30.